Good evening, everybody, for this upcoming match for the SMB3 like Warpless tournament. This is pretty much like the last match for the night. It's going to be like a match from, I forgot which group is this, but,
I believe this is Group C.
Okay, so from Group C. Thank you, babe. So this is going to be MwdaShadow against Czikubi. So I'm joined here in the commentary booth by this incredible and amazing like runner-up here, like the champion from the previous tournament. So Tix, how are you doing?
I'm doing quite well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing all right. Like I was also talking about like in the backstage, like I'm waiting, just to watch like our share of jank of this upcoming match, because SMB3 is always like with huge amount of jank included. So I hope the runners can have like quite a good time and have fun.
Yeah, without a doubt. There's no greater dynamic duo than jank and SMB3, and there's a lot more that can be said about this category, especially in terms of RNG. Between the way the Hammer Bros move across the map and just how a great pace can be spoiled by hands or clips and whatnot. But one of the great things about Warpless is there's no shortage of ways that you can route your way through the overworld and still end up with a very impressive time. And the same can be said about which items you pick up from the Hammer Bros and how you decide to use them as you progress. So here we have two runners, MwdaShadow and Czikubi. I've had a chance to get to know Czikubi's talents for close to 5 years now. I think we both started running SMB3 maybe 2 months apart, and really had a chance to see his progress, and we've really had a good chance to see his share of talents over time. I think MwdaShadow by comparison is a relatively new runner, but he's been making some fantastic progress along the way, and I have no doubt that this is going to be a fantastic race.
So right now we see the timers going down, so our runners are pretty much going to get ready to start this. So what do you think? Are we going to see like any janking World 1 for this match?
There's an infinite number of possibilities that we can experience jank in World 1. But it doesn't look like to be the case so far. We both made our way over the Piranha Plant in 1-1. Scariest part of World 1, to be honest. Alright, we got our boost into the clouds. Looks like MwdaShadow's going to be skipping the mushroom grab, so I'm assuming he's probably going to pick it up either in 1F or in 1-2.
Surprised me, because it's not that regular that you get to see like a runner doing the skipping like the mushroom altogether like in 1. So. And he's not actually going for it like in 1-2 either, so...
Yeah, we're gonna be bypassing the star and the other mushroom as well from the note blocks. So I can only assume that he's probably going to pick up both power-ups in 1F, or he's just going to bypass the whistle grab altogether and just go straight to boom boom. We'll see.
Star from MwdaShadow altogether. Well, we get to see that he already like pick up like his mushroom grab, while Czikubi, like doing like the normal leaf grab and whatnot. Mwda missed it, just for maybe like not having like a perfect landing underneath like the block, but it's just only like 5 seconds, I want to say, like doing that altogether.
Yeah, 5 seconds is pretty accurate. Let's see, Czikubi going for the MFB tunnel. Gets a little bit of a bonk, only loses a couple frames, but no trouble at all.
The Shadow already like losing the piece bit while trying to go out of those like tunnels from 1-5, but he's good. Like at least he didn't take damage.
Exactly. One of the scariest things about missing P-Speed halfway through 1-5 is you have a greater chance of getting a sticky hill as you're making your way through the tunnel, so you really got to be careful around that plant. Yeah,
there's no one in here, like in the commentary booth, that has gone through something like that. Like, no worries, no worries.
Yes, we've all had our share of struggle sessions, without a doubt.
Alrighty, we do not get to see any belly flops from either side, so these runners are killing it already.
All right, so Czikubi has a 226 A press on the castle. So, granted, he has a fairly clean fire kill on Larry. We're looking at potential 332 out of World 1, which is pretty par for the course.
Right, so they are like maybe a 10-second or a 15-second like difference right now of all the races, and we're just getting started, so everything can happen like on the upcoming week. So this is not defined yet.
Yeah, absolutely, there's still a whole lot of game to play. Still 7 more worlds to go.
Also, we got to see like maybe like some differences in the patterns of both of the bros, because I mean from both the Koopalings, considering that Muda actually fought the bro like before 1-6, so I want to say that they're going to have like the similar the same pattern or not. Like we're going to see it like in a few 334 from Czikubi. Sorry.
Yes, Czikubi entered the castle. He just had his bro fight after 1-6, and he was one space away from the castle, so he was pretty secure for the having a bit of a rough time with Larry on the MwdaShadow side, but he gets out of there no problem.
He say that he was already like choosing not to fire kill like the Koopaling, because he went like straight up onto him. But because of those bounce off, like which those are quite RNG based, like if I'm not mistaken, like yeah, like bouncing off those Koopalings can make you bounce off to somewhere that you don't want to be and give you like in that awkward situation. But he's out of there. He's cool. And luckily in World 2 you don't need too much like your fire flower, so it's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if there was ever a place to lose Fire Flower, ideally you would want it to be after 2 Fs, so you can at least get a fairly quick kill on Boom Boom. But even so, it's 3 seconds, so...
Having a little bit of a hiccup over there, like in the pile driver section, which he's out of there. Like I want to assume that he's going to do like a quick detour to craft the mushroom. Also, we might be able to see like an early hammer. Who knows?
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
God.
He was a little bit late jumping off that wooden platform, so he just lost a little bit of his forward momentum in the process.
How he did not get squished by that platform and the bricks, like that was... Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that even in worst case scenario, you just get squished in between them from left to right, then you'll just clip through one of them and get pushed forward.
Oh, that's not the early hammer bro that we wanted, so... Pretty much, maybe like if there's like some sort of like of weird movements from the bros coming on, like he might get it. But now we get to see from Czikubi's side that he's doing like the green rocket, which perfect. That was very nice.
Very clean green rocket from Czikubi's side.
To see that early, like well, not post to 3 like early hammer like tease, but yeah, like we got to see like that hammer like quite teasing a little bit, saying like, oh look at me, I'm over here, so you cannot grab me.
Oh, both of them are very conveniently able to skip the Dom box. They were both located above 2-3, so very easily out of their way. Czikubi's having some really good RNG. The hammer is just right above 2-4, and he actually wants to play that level just because it's 1 second faster than 2-5. So he has some really good RNG and some very convenient routing as well. It's gonna save him a couple more seconds.
So the other bro, like it's in a very like a nice place where he can only get like movements of 1. So that's going to be like a very good to have, like like the early bro and in all movements of 1, like after that, like that's going to be like a nice early beginning from Czikubi. what is up to the bro from MwdaShadow. And okay, so he goes down the pyramid, but at the same time it's not a good spot to be there because he can either move upwards or in between the castle. Also, we get to see that Mwda did not get his speed strat, like, but it's okay. 2-5 is not a difficult level, you know, just to maneuver all together, considering that it's only like some platforming here and there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not the end of the world if you get a runaway hammer at this point. You know, it costs you a little bit more time just because of the extra spaces you have to move just to chase him down. But it can also have it can also have some implications on the kind of pattern you'll get from Morton if you decide to fire kill him.
True.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we got a 759 A press from Czikubi on the castle, so he's looking to get about a 923 on the wand grab. So
strong, like start of the race from Czikubi, definitely. Hopefully, World 3 Hammer Bros do not like you know, cancel that momentum or something like that. Clean. What's up with you guys that just mash like that the big bottom and just two fireballs come like at once? Like, what is it in your fingers that you can do that? Oh my god.
Yeah, going for those rapid fire mashes whenever the Koopaling is in a shell state can be really scary depending on what your distance is from the shell. Because you don't want to miss rhythm or else it'll just pop off right into your face and you'll take damage.
Also, sorry for my dog doing a little bit some bark. I think he wants to provide some information to the game. He wants to do more commentary.
Maybe next time, Tricky.
Alrighty, so Czikubi did not do the jump, so and oh no, MwdaShadow, Mwda, please don't repeat my mistakes.
And he got the run for your life pattern.
Oh yes. I mean, he's out of World 2 with a 10:34, if I'm not mistaken. Like, he's quite behind from Czikubi. But everything can happen. I don't know, Czikubi might get runaway, bro, and whatnot. It's not that I want to jinx it, I swear. It's not that I want to jinx it, but I'm just saying.
Just a few moments ago, we saw the aggressive P-speed strat from Czikubi where he does those two little turnbacks onto the wooden platforms to get slightly earlier speed, so that saved him about 2/3 of a second.
Nice. No jump from Mwda, so it's okay, it's okay. It only going to cost you like some swag points, but you can still redeem yourself by doing like more incredible strats later.
And I'm glad to see Mwda knew the strat to maintain P-speed while grabbing the fire in this room.
Also, there's a good point from Botsy in chat saying that Czikubi piano grips the controller, so he can mash like a beast, and that's true. Like I already tried myself that if you put your controller like on the leg and you're just like tapping like the controller, like you do it like way more faster. So yeah, that's a good point there, Botsy.
Yeah, absolutely. The only time I ever go for piano grip is if I feel like I really have to mash for an extended period of time. But I feel more comfortable just doing those rapid double mashes just in short moments with the thumbs.
God, Mwda! What incredible save from Mwda, like jumping on the cheap after like he fell from the pipe. That was very good. And both of our runners did not get run away, so very good for them.
Yeah, 3-4 is one of my favorite levels to play in World 3. It's just so cozy. Just the way you can carefully mesh your jumps because you're landing on that upward slope. and just, snipe me out that Lakitu right at the end. So satisfying.
Yeah. No one has ever messed up like 3-4 in this commentary, both no one, I swear.
No one has ever gotten Sticky Pixel on a good pace.
Yeah. Also nice nice skill on the boss battles right there from Czikubi. Oh, okay. Fell in the gap, but he's okay. Like he was already out of danger.
Minor hiccup with that thwomp at the end, but MwdaShadow's having a very clean 3F1.
Sadly, no door 3, since like people want always a door 3, but not everybody has a metronome in their head.
It's a crowd pleaser for sure, but you can't really blame anyone for wanting to forego it, especially in a race. Especially when, it's a frame-perfect trick, and if you miss it, it costs you like a good 10 or 11 seconds trying to get back to where you were.
Uh-oh. Some runaway alert from MwdaShadow, like, not like this, and oh no, Mwda, like, losing his fire flower, but luckily this is another level where you can, no! I was not hoping for that to happen, oh no. Also, did I get to see like a 1402 A press from Czikubi going to the airship?
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. I didn't get to see the exact A press, but when he was in the throne room, I saw at least a 1404 or something. So he's definitely on pace for a sub 1530, which is exactly what you'd like to be.
So, up in here, Mwda, are you hello? Okay, he knows something that we do not know at all. Like,
yeah, this is some really unconventional routing for Warpless, and he was able to fight both bros, so he should be able to just skip past 3-6 and go straight to 3-8. So
the thing is that he got run away, like to the last possible moment, and he used the cloud, to fight against the bro, and that's why he entered like in 3-7, maybe to get the cloud again, and cloud back in 3-6. So, but
yeah, like the bridge is still close. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna cost him a couple of screen transitions, but yeah, he's back in action.
Interesting routing from Mwda, definitely. You always learn something new from all the runners every day, so very good, very good. Czikubi with a 15-2x, I think.
Yeah, I believe it was 1525 or 26, something like that.
Oh, the man.
Alright, MwdaShadow, it's up 3-9. We'll see if he's able to get his H jump. He's got his P speed, he's got his jumps.
Maybe he wasn't going for the H jump, considering that he did not have a fire flower, so it's very nice from him, just to go for the backup altogether.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely want to have a fire flower going into Wendy and the beginning of World 4, so definitely play to your strengths.
To see from Czikubi 4-1, some sort of problem, if I recall correctly. I mean, I kind of missed on that, and Mwda has to jump, going through to the World 3 airship. I just don't like Czikubi's like a coin account. I mean, I know that he might not get a coin ship in this world, but always having like the alert like coming to World 5, like it's not good.
Yeah, anytime you see a multiple of 11, it's always a spooky moment for sure, even if it's in a world that's pretty safe from that.
Yeah. Fantastic 4-3 for Czikubi, definitely.
Oh, it's such a satisfying level to play through and watch. Yeah, now we're going to be coming up on one of the more annoying levels after Czikubi finishes the Cloud Bro fight. Yeah, we're going to see some interesting movements in the water, and that'll set up the Lakitu to be right there so we can get the stomp on the wall. He gets his P-speed. Not quite going to go for the Wacky Lacky, which will save maybe a couple frames at most, but he's having a pretty clean movement. And interesting thing to note is that the way the Lakitu moves around overhead and throws those spinies is dependent on where you are in the water and just how you're moving through the level. So if you're playing consistently, then the spiny drops will be consistent. But much easier said than done, since that last super swim at the end can really throw a wrench in your plan from time to time.
Get to see now from Czikubi's side, like a possibility, rather said, to get a boxless World 4, which is something that it's not how can I say this? Not that easy to happen, considering that it's lots of RNG involved. So let's see what happens with these bros.
Not only did he not get boxless, but he also got a movement of 4 at the same time, so quite unfortunate, but at least in the end he'll be able to skip both of them after 4 of 2.
Yeah, that's true. I think that he was waiting, for that moment to happen, so he could, like box and prevent himself from having like extra bros. And we get to see from Muda also that he might not have like the 4-1 P speed and got a little bit of a struggle managing to get to the end of the level and lost his Fire Flower during that. So yeah, it's kind of a heartbreak when that happens. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is a heartbreaker for sure, but one of the fortunate things about World 4 is that even if you lose the Fire Flower early, there is still a whole bunch of backup strats that you can employ to still go relatively fast through the world, and the time repercussions are really minor in comparison to where other places you can lose them, so... And it seems that he's going with backup strats that he seems comfortable with. Yeah, it's not very common that you see someone going with the Raccoon Tail and just carrying it through, but we'll see what he's able to do with it.
He wants to guarantee like the P speed maybe by doing that damage boost, but yeah, 4-3 without any P speed can be scary, like if you do not feel like comfortable with your surroundings. But he's doing a very nice, fantastic job, like by not having like the P speed and just playing as carefully as he can. Because at the end, like in a race like a format, I know that narrows can definitely just kick in and you may do or not, or you may don't do certain inputs and may cause you like some death. So I want to say that he wants to avoid that to all costs.
Meanwhile, on Czikubi's side, he's memeing around in the World 4 airship, so we got to see the Rocky glitch where he pushes himself against the wall, nearly squishing himself against the flamethrower, and just a little airwalk.
And he clipped himself like inside like that fire engine. I want to say I never knew what was the proper name of those, so I'm sorry.
It's okay, I wouldn't know either. I just call them jet flames.
At least you have a way to call them. Like I don't. Except that I would say like in Spanish like mechitas or something like that, but that doesn't sound good.
A nice clean movement of 1 pattern on Iggy. And sub 2140 out of World 4. Definitely in a good position for a low 51 as we're halfway through the run.
So we get to see from Murda's side that he's going to fight all the bros because yeah, I wanna say that he wasn't paying attention to where the bros were. Also nice backup for 46 over there, like trying to avoid the taking damage. Something that I really like about the runners in general is that everybody has their own unique ways of doing backups for every level. Like you do whatever makes you feel comfortable,
Yeah, absolutely.
Czikubi going for the secret exit in 5-1, going for that music. So
yeah,
nice
World 5 is usually where we see a divergence in paths between different runners. Some people will go for the music box in 5-1 and burn one of their P-wings. And basically the idea is that you're able to use both your music boxes in World 4 and 5, so it minimizes the effect that RNG has on over the course of the run. But in exchange, it's going to come with a little bit of gambling towards the end, because it'll require you to either wall jump 6-9, play 6-10, or clip 7-6 as a result.
I want to know that, I want to say that Czikubi is not quite of a 7-6 clipper, so probably he's just going to do like the wall jump in 6-9 or play 6-10.
Yeah, it's especially an interesting choice on his side, because I know that he gambles on the bro fights in his PB, his 50-54, and is able to pick out the P-wing and skip the star, which is definitely a viable option as well. But I'm assuming that since then he's gotten a bit more confident with the subpixel manipulation moving forward.
True, because I thought that he was going to get like the P-wing from these bros, but instead of that, I think we're going to see like some 7-6 clip, I guess. Like he does not have like an extra P-wing. He's just flying all the way through that Twisted Castle. Like I just blink and he's already like in the next level of the Twisted Castle.
Yeah, the second to last room is probably one of the more trickier ones to maintain P-speed for, because depending on how you bonk your head on the ceiling will determine if you're able to keep that P-speed or not.
I would imagine that he did like some sort of like scream when he fell off that vine. Wait, did he jump mid-air?
Indeed he did. Yeah, that's one of the weird properties of the spinners in SMB3. You can run off the edge and fall for a little bit, and you have a very small, I want to say like 4 or 5 frame window in which you can just do a follow-up jump and still make it.
Goodness. Of course, Czikubi's is special, like doing really like scary stuff.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few runners do that recently, but I would feel a little too uncomfortable doing that myself. Interesting choice from Czikubi to pick up that tail end 5-5. I'm assuming he's going to use that to damage boost in 5-7 for the fire. So he's going to be able to hold on to an extra star. A little bit of a miscalculation on the jump, so it wasn't able to maintain P-speed.
Yeah. I would imagine that he's not that used to do the star strat, or he wants to keep that star, you know, for something like 7-8. Because if I recall correctly, like Czikubi is not it's not part of the Hammer Bro, Hammer Suit team, so.
I do believe that Czikubi does hammer strats towards the end of the game. So I'm assuming he wants that extra star either for a safe 7-2 or for 7-8. I know that he's more than capable of doing the really tricky fast 7-2, which we might see later on, but in a race you never know what a runner could be thinking, so we'll leave that up to them.
Just here, just to talk a little bit of what we know about the game, and we just get to see like what are the surprises that our runners can give to us, so. Oh no, Mwda! Taking damage from that Nipper. I think he wanted to snipe that one in particular, but he might have shot like quite too late. I mean, too early, versus. So. So this match, I wanna say because I haven't watched the rest of the matches. It was the first one that we get to see someone going for the P-win route. So.
Right.
Nice.
I do believe he had, Czikubi had I think a 27-0x A-press on the castle, so considering this airship is roughly, I want to say a minute 24, we should be looking at a mid 28-1 grab. So it's still been a very, very, very clean game from thus far. And we get a poop block as a bonus.
Of course. Isn't Czikubi the world record holder from poop block percent?
I do believe he still is, yes.
Yeah, like he's kind of the person that wanted to grind that category and including Jesus clip in the run, so oh my goodness.
And I do believe he also pioneered an alternate strat to save a little bit more time in 5-1 by using the regular tail to grab the music box and just skip both bros.
He knows he's fire killed. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, he missed one of his opening shots, so when you're trying to go for 7 into the shell, it could be a little iffy at times. Oh, we're out of there.
Like 31 one grab, like coming out of from World 5? Like, what is this pace?
Yeah, I missed what the one grab was. Was it like a 28-29 or something?
Yeah, 20 in 30, I want to say.
He's definitely on 50 pace then.
Oh my goodness. Czikubi is pretty much more like going like he's not in a race anymore. Like he's actually trying to run against himself. For get a PB. Oh no, MwdaShadow taking damage from that as he was going his way out from the Twisty Castle.
Yeah, going into the end of the Twisty Castle where that Koopa is, it's such a tight squeeze to stop its head, so it's especially scary if you don't have fire.
For Bermuda, like very safe, but Soul Reaper is not going to take his soul, so good stuff.
Yeah, Soul Reaper level is so scary just because of how much lag there is when you're going across those spinners, so it's very easy to mistime your jumps.
But just the confirmation from Czikubi's one grab from World, it was a 2028. So.
Oh. This is definitely still a sub 51. But although I'm sure that mini marathon he got just now didn't do him any favors.
Yeah. Marathons in World 6.
Nothing bad ever happens in World 6.
Nothing ever happens in World 6. You said it yourself. Also, nice RNG from Muda that he's allowed himself, just to get like that music box, and he's going to get prevented from maybe some movements of force.
Who unfortunately gets the star bro and a low pattern. Ooh, and takes a death. Just barely miscalculates where that hammer shot.
I think it was all planned because he wants to skip that star altogether, so.
Could very well be. I'm still debating on if it's faster just to fight the bro or to take a death and skip it.
Actually, it's faster to take the death and skip it. Or at least that's what Haxor said to me once.
You still have at least like 4 or 5 more levels where you're just going to pick up Hammer Bro movements, so I would imagine you get close to breaking even, if not just maybe a minor discrepancy.
But his gamble kind of paid out because the star was right next on him, and he managed to skip it all together, so he's safe now.
Oh yeah, in the end, it still worked out really well for him, for sure. Very nice setup for the P-Speed in flight. Maintains P-Speed past the thwomp. Alright, Muda entering 5-8. Has a really good setup for the P-Speed, so just a couple small hops, just make your way past those Koopas, and he's out of there.
Did he do like a dockless and the 5-8? Like.
Yep, it's yeah, it was a duckless jump, and you could definitely still make it, but I would imagine it's still a bit of a tighter window in order to avoid damage from that Lakitu.
But he made it amazing. So cheers up for MwdaShadow for providing that. And Czikubi just taking damage from the Neeper, so we're going to see a wall jump right now.
He had a good jump, but he just wasn't on the right side pixel. Oh, that was the good pixel. That was a good pixel. 5th try, 6th try. Oh no, you got it again.
Guys, why? Why you choose to do this? Why?
Yeah, and I believe every reattempt at the wall jump is roughly 3 seconds in order to get yourself back into position. So yeah, that was a bit of an unfortunate time loss, but he's still in very good shape overall.
Might he try to do the 6F3 clip as more? No, he's not. I mean, I know that he's capable of doing it, as we have seen like in previous races, but my goodness, wall jump always taking like a, you know, being the villain overall, like in this World 6, but we get to see a huge like difference like in between like the levels of our runners, while MwdaShadow has done like a very nice you know, like race overall, because he haven't taken like any death whatsoever. So like he's doing what he feels confident in doing, and you know, like I am completely imagining or assuming myself that Muda knows who is he facing, so he just wants to take a relaxing like a race overall. So just making sure that he does not like have like any major mistakes, like, you know, taking a death somewhere. So I don't blame him at all for playing, you know, like very safe and sound.
Yeah, I gotta give MwdaShadow a lot of credit. Like, there were a couple moments, especially in World 4, and just a couple brief moments where he was taking damage, but he was able to handle his backup strats really, really well. And when things don't always go your way, sometimes the best mode of action would just be to just survive. And yeah, he's definitely been succeeding in that.
That jump was too sketchy for me to watch. Like, oh my god! Like he managed to get like over that waffle light, but he got his star and he's out of there with the star kill. So very nice, very nice. All right, Czikubi with against Lemmy. How many attempts is going to take Czikubi to get through a 7-1? I want to say that he's manipulating for the duck clip right now.
Yeah, I saw a lot of animated movements from Mario right before the wand grab, so it's hard to say how successful the minute was, but your guess is as good as mine.
Ooh, so having another like a sketchy jump like around that fire jump that made him get out of there alive. So he's in very good shape now. 6-5 on Muda's screen. Are we going to see like any more backups, like the Squirtle kick? Like the finish kick, I would say, because okay, he's not doing like any backup, so he's going to do like normal killing that. Czikubi, 3 attempts now.
Yeah, if you don't quite go for the despawn strat and you go right into the idea of just picking up the shell and just knocking out both those nippers, it's only about a 5-second discrepancy compared to doing the regular despawn strat, so like I said, it's definitely a good idea to play your strengths because, you know, messing it up can be super punishing.
We got to see from Czikubi's side that it took like 8 attempts to get through 7-1, so sub-pixels are not doing any favors to Czikubi right now.
Yeah, and as far as I know, like he had his attempts were good, it's just, yeah, Mario just wasn't cooperating with that 1 pixel movement, so was effectively RNG at that point.
Muda is keeping all together like the Star Bro as well, so these runners are not getting like any extra bro, so yay!
And I noticed that MwdaShadow also picked up the hammer suit from the mushroom house above above 6-5, so he'll have something ready for him as a backup for, I would assume, for World 7 or 8.
around, you know, with the lovely Bowser pattern that you can get and, you know, take damage right at the end of the game. So at least having like some sort of like a backup, it's very good to have. Also, he's going for the shell, gets his P speed. H, and he's also doing like he's doing like the ice block grab.
I love that strat.
Yes. It looks swaggy when you manage to grab like the ice block without any lag or anything, but it's still like it's also nice to do. Like it's very nice to see. Also Czikubi taking damage. We're going to see 7-6 clipping here. We're going to see 7-6 clipping here.
Yeah, I wasn't able to see Czikubi's manip, so we'll see what kind of luck he has.
7-6 is the best clip. You can tell right now. You see it. Ha! I say it and I know it. I just know 7-6 the best clip. Damn it.
No pace has ever been ruined by 7-6. Easy every time.
Easy every time. Even with the tail clip, right, babe?
Who would know better?
Alrighty, so Czikubi doing the Japanese 7-8. And we call it the Japanese 7-8 because, one, it's very difficult to do. And second, the first ones that actually created like this some sort of like of a strat were Furupen and Maiba, both Japanese runners. So shoutouts to them every time that you get to see like that really fast and sweaty 7-8.
Yeah, and it saves about a second and a half getting into that pipe for the hammer suit. One of the good things is, like, regardless of what kind of Batui cycle you get, whether it moves to the left or to the right, if you have a consistent jump queue, then you should be able to dodge it by just a single hair right before you enter, kind of pretty reliably. Oh, we got some really nice snipes from Czikubi's hammer, so he's able to enter that pipe a couple frames earlier. Got a nice Kobe shot on Boom Boom. Beautiful 283.
Nice. So Czikubi pretty much getting out from World 7 like in a 40-15, I guess, press or something like that. So he's in a very nice 51 pace.
Yeah, it was a 40-12, so I would imagine he's probably somewhere on like a low mid 51 pace. I would say maybe 1x or 2x, just because he lost so much time from the wall jump attempts.
And the 7-1 as well. Like he had a very like rough time trying to clip.
You've definitely had a good run overall when the only complaints you have are just with sub-pixel RNG.
Yes, definitely. He must feel like very relieved right now that Czikubi hasn't been actively, like a Warpless, like for a couple of weeks, I want to say. So just to feel himself like relieved that he still got it, like that must feel good, that he doesn't need to de-rust too much.
Yeah, while he hasn't been too active in the Warpless category, I know that he's recently come back to 100%. So I know that he spent the last couple of weeks de-rusting, and I think just fairly recently is getting back into attempts. So I know that he's there's a lot of overlap between Hundo and Warpless in terms of the strats you use. So I'm sure he's definitely in his comfort zone.
Muda 7-1. How many attempts? That was an early jump. Oh my god. 7-1 of being a bro today. Well, he never is a bro, so... Okay, but... Very good. Were those like 7 attempts, I guess? Or 6?
Yeah, I didn't get an exact count, but I think it was like 4 or 5. Okay,
we still get those. Any amount of attempts on 7-1 that it takes like less than 2-digit number, you're feeling fine. You feel happy.
Especially in a race.
Especially in a race, you said it right. $42.28 from Czikubi on the 1 grab, so mid 51 incoming.
Yeah, mid 51 sounds pretty accurate.
If he gets no hands, right? Like, that's the thing. No.
Yes.
The
Yes,
hands
assuming no hands.
Yeah.
Because yeah, from the one grab, assuming that you get no hands and you have relatively clean hammer strats all throughout, then you should expect about a 9-minute and 12-second world 8.
Mhm. Alrighty, so MwdaShadow in 7-3, what it's called, but oh, he gets his speed back. Oh my god, I think he did not expect that, so he's playing real careful right there. Oh my god.
Yes.
No!
7-3 instantaneously becomes a really scary level the moment you lose P-speed in an unexpected area.
I didn't even know that Goombas came out of that pipe, so that's, I mean, that trick of mine, like, was indeed surprised, like, what the hell? Oh.
Yeah, we're also used to speedrunning 7-3 that we never really have a chance to see what the scenic route has to offer, especially with those Goombas. And he makes it out of there.
I mean, it's not that I mean, it's been what, like 20 years since I started like playing this game, and I didn't know about those Goombas in that pipe. So, oh my god, that actually took me by real surprise.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, Muda in 4 knocks, taking damage. So, another 7-6 attempt, or is he going for P-Wing?
I'm pretty sure that he has a P-Wing.
But he goes for the clip, okay. Ah, that was a good jump. That was a good jump, buddy. I got to see that he had a very sketchy like movements after before getting the orb, so I wasn't sure like if he was going to get like a nice clip right there. But I want to say that he's doing this because he wants to keep his P-Wing for 7-9.
I think that's a reasonable guess. Yeah, he moved a couple pixels to the left before grabbing the orb, so presumably he would be on a relatively high sub-pixel value, but it also depends on how hard he was hitting the D-pad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on, 7-6, don't be like that.
He's having quite a few good attempts. That wall just is not letting him in.
At this point, I want to say that it's not only RNG to have like the nice frame window. There you go. But once that you get like more than 5 attempts into it, you start feeling like desperate. So you're like, just let me in, just let me in, and the wall shall decide. You know, like if it spares you or not. So.
Yeah, after those 5 or 10 tries, the bear starts to definitely settle in.
Alrighty, so another divergence in our route. Not because it's not how can I say this? It's not that you don't you have to play this level, but for beginners like a friendly like a strats, 7-7 is always like a good alternative instead of 7-8, because 7-8, if you're not quite familiar with the level and everything, like, you know, it could be a very bad spot to be in. Also, Czikubi getting him too.
Yeah, definitely a good call to pick up that last star on the way out.
The only for Czikubi?
Yep, only the middle hand. Can't argue with that.
Okay, so Muda did not P-Wing 7-9. So is he P-Wing 7F2, maybe?
Or the Air Force, depending on how comfortable you are with those rocky wrenches.
That's true. That's another like a beginner friendly like a strat, you know, having your cozy P-Wing for very brutal levels that you might encounter, like Air Force, where it's Czikubi right now.
I know that Czikubi has recently popularized a strategy to avoid hurting any of the Rocky Wrenches because you were incentivized to do so for Mitch's Points tournament. But in this case, he's just going full Armageddon on them.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so MwdaShadow. 7 of 2 with the starting with the star, so he's going to grab his second star. Very nicely done. Ooh, that jump was sketchy. Yes, he's speed.
It's additionally scary to go for 7 of 2 with the star grab, especially when you're already in the star state, because the hitbox becomes a little sketchy when you're in that somersault state.
Oh, he took damage to the Waffle Light on top of him, but yeah, he does not want to take damage again to those Waffle Lights, so he can guarantee he's not getting killed by any Boom Boom Shuffle.
Exactly.
Also, Czikubi, 8-2.
Got a nice snipe on the Angry Sun. He has a very clean uphill. Definitely one of the more satisfying levels to play with the Hammer Suit.
Also, MwdaShadow getting the jump, the final jump. Now, Czikubi, 2-frame. No, he's not going for the 2-frame jump.
Hammer Suits are a rare commodity, and that's his only one for the rest of the game, so can't blame him for wanting to take that safety rub.
One cycle, then he's out. Can Czikubi steal like 51 with this pace?
I think I'll have a better idea once he's actually on the super tank. Yeah, he can definitely do it. It'll either be like just barely a 51 or a 52 flat. He's like right on the edge.
He must touch it to get the lovely 51. Czikubi, what are you doing? Why don't you just press right?
Yeah, everybody has their own way of handling the super tank right at the end, but I'm a very huge proponent of just hold right and jump as necessary.
Like, I mean, I know it's a super tank, it's an auto-scroller, but those bob-bombs sometimes do not despawn like in the places that you want them to despawn or anything, so you gotta be careful. Like, you don't want to be like running around like across the screen. Czikubi. Might he get it? Might he go for the basement clip? What is going on through Czikubi's head right now if he wants to get the 51 so badly?
Yeah, he's like borderline 51, 52 right now. It's going to be very close.
Okay, we get to see no elevator clip right now, so... Nice stairs. Nice clip.
Alright, got the early P-speed.
And he's...
And hello Bowser, bye Bowser. Ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs out for Czikubi.
I think he's going to miss it just for a couple of seconds now.
Yeah. 5201. Very nicely done.
Oh. Very nice performance from Czikubi. Very intended.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was an incredible run. It's like all that time lost was primarily from the hand from RNG and from the unfortunate wall jumps and from 7-1. Otherwise, he's been on 50 pace since the end of World 5.
That was a very strong performance overall. Like it was only like a matter of sub-pixels and RNG that made him struggle. That's why we highly encourage not having more RNG issues in the future of the tournament. And speaking of Czikubi, welcome in, GT man.
Thank you.
Yeah, Czikubi, we were just talking a minute ago that you pretty much maintained the 50 pace up until what happened in 6-9 with those wall jump attempts. I think you had like a 20,
yeah. There is both that and also the death in World 6 also kind of sucked. But yeah, after like start of World 6 and stuff, it started to go downhill. But yeah, that was like surprisingly good pace.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about like whether it's faster just to take the death on the Star Bro and then just avoid it for the rest of World 6, or if it's just better to fight it and get it out of the way. So you just had movement to 0 for the last 4 or 5 levels.
Yeah, well, there it was, fortunately. Since the RNG was like actually perfect for the star to just like move out of the way, that was really good. It actually didn't mean to die there. It was just a genuine mistake to die there, but yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, it's really scary having a really good pace and then you just have the low pattern with Small Mario.
Yeah, it's hard to time it.
There is the opportunity to play it safe, but it costs about 4 seconds just waiting for it to go back to the upper platforms, so can't blame you for wanting to take a more aggressive approach.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, if it was intended right from the start, just to go for the Penguin route in World 5, and you were going to do the 6-9 wall jumping and clipping 7-6, or you were expecting to have the boxless from World 4 and just continue it from there.
I'm not sure. Wait, I didn't get boxless. I barely missed it, which is really sad, but yeah, my plan. Yeah, I'm doing like wall jump now and stuff. I have like a very precise route I'm using. I used to do 6-10 and stuff for World 5 route, and I kind of don't like doing it because 7-6 is hard and stuff. But yeah, there I just did it because whatever.
Okay. Although, you have proven ourselves, well, you actually did a fantastic job with 7-6, dude. I am the one that always hypes up about 7-6 and whatnot, and you just showcase that you can do it, you can get it first try.
Yeah.
So that was fantastic to watch.
The 7-6 clip is especially scary just because you have those mid-subpixel values to work with, so you don't really have a reliable visual cue for doing the minips, and you have a very short time before you grab the Boom Boom Orb.
Yeah. I feel like I get 7-6 more often than 7. My 7-1 is not looking good. It's just not looking. It's not looking very good nowadays.
Yeah, I saw your minip was a bit of a struggle after the Lemmy fight. I know that you were doing those multiple movements to the right, and then Mario had 3 or 4 animation movements before the wand grab, so it was a lot to judge.
He just wasn't moving, so I started to panic, and then after that I had no idea what I was on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating when that happens. I feel like whether you're doing the duck clip or the standing clip, everyone goes through that to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one of the sucky things about the 7-6 clip is that you don't really have as much of a reliable visual cue for when you're supposed to jump into the wall, because at least with 7-1 you're standing on a vertical pipe, so you have those green and black stripes to pretty much judge where you are. But with 7-6, you have a horizontal pipe, so all of your surroundings pretty much looks the same.
You gotta look more at the corner. That's the only thing you can really look at, and I mean, that's what I use when I stand and clip 7-1 too. I'd have a hard time using the pipe visual cues, so I just get used to going into the corner, and somehow it's working.
Yeah, I remember about a year or two ago when we were having the 7-1 discussion, I think that Mitch also suggested the idea of using the bill of Mario's hat and just lining it up with the corner of the wall. But I just think that because of the way his head moves back and forth as he's running, it's a a little hard to judge. It was a really interesting routing choice. I know that we just touched on this a few minutes ago, but I know that your PB had gambled for the P-Wing grab from I think from World 5.
Yeah. I only go for the P-Wing grab there if I know that I can get through without getting the star. Like, if I'm guaranteed to not get the star. Like, I would have done it there, but they, like, start moving down immediately. Like, it was 2 down movements from both of them, I think. So it was not possible for me to, like, get a guaranteed star skip. But otherwise, yeah, I'm getting the P-Wing if possible.
So yeah, with that being said, do you have any other closing statements about this race, or just what you have moving forward? I saw, looking at the schedule, that you're going to be facing the Finnish runner Marsto S tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm going to be awake until then, so I'm going to be practicing.
My God.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a really good race. He is extremely good, I think. Yeah, looking forward to that one for sure. Definitely going to practice a lot for that. Looking forward to it. Should be good.
Yeah, Marsto S has he's really improved a lot over the past year, and I know that he has consistently been getting low 52s on his average attempts, and I know he recently broke into the 51 barrier very recently. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to an exciting race night. I know you're no stranger to late hour stream sessions, so we wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Yeah, thank you. No, thanks for commentating. I think was this last second that you signed up for commentary, by the way?
It was last minute, but it was a pleasure from both of us.
Okay, thank you.
I just hope that you don't feel awkward with some of the strange noises that I probably had done after commentating this.
I didn't see the stream live, but I'll go back to check, I guess.
Okay.
Alright, with that being said, MwdaShadow is just finishing up the super tank, so he'll be closing out in Ring Bowser's Castle very shortly. He does still have his hammer suit from 6-5 Mushroom House, so we can expect a fast Bowser kill on him. So, let's go MwdaShadow, let's close this out.
He's not going for any fancy elevator clip. Don't worry about that. Oh no, but the one-up clip. No, Mario. There you go.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. The one-up clip in Bowser's Castle. I swear it's not as free as everybody makes it out to be. Because I think that depending on your A-press can also influence your success with just going in or just getting rejected.
Mm-hmm.
And hi Bowser, bye Bowser. Ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs out for MwdaShadow. And he finishes up with 101.02. Very nicely done from both of our runners. And we'll see if we can get him in here shortly.
You mean we bring a MwdaShadow coming up for maybe some interviews? It's worth to mention that tomorrow, being the Mario Day, we have a bunch of races upcoming throughout the whole day, starting from as early as 10 a.m. Eastern up to 10 p.m. So we're going to see the first match of the first 2 matches of the day is going to be at 10 a.m. Marstos versus Czikubi, as we were mentioning before, and Yado Kami9 versus Me Submarine. I hope I pronounced it correct. Then we're going to have at 1 p.m. Another double header that is Track Task versus Neo Shazam, and Rakor versus Mondi. And in the afternoon we have the Bagler 5 versus Jeff Besu, and oh my god, I didn't check this out, but also we have another match from Czikubi versus Makura 52 at 10 p.m. So So that's going to be like a nice setup for tomorrow. And welcoming MwdaShadow, like GG on your race.
Hey,
GG.
thank you, GG Czikubi.
All right, I have a couple of questions to ask you.
Okay.
Why? Just wondering. I saw that you were using your P-wing at A2. Like that was intended. Like you were planning to play to clip 7.6 like this whole time.
No. Well, no. I was planning to clip 7.6 the whole time and save the P-wing for World 8. I just kind of got cold feet. I was comfortable doing World 8 without the P-wing. I started running no wrong warp to get better at that, and when I made it to 8-1 with fire, I was going to try to beat it with fire, and if I died, then I was going to do 8-1 with the P-wing. But then when I got hit in 8-1, I was actually not going to use the P-wing at all if I didn't get hit in 8-1. But when I got hit in 8-1, I'm like, I might as well use it in 8-2 since I saved it. It was just a safety saving the P-wing, because I'm still kind of a beginner at this game.
Yeah, like it's okay. Like if you're doing like any some sort of like a strat that will make you feel comfortable. But I was like kind of wondering. Like I thought like at first, okay, he's not P-wing 7.6. Maybe it's for 7.9. Okay, he's not P-wing for 7.9. So maybe it's for 7F2. Okay, he's not P-wing 7F2. So what's going on?
It's just that I had been using the P-wing for 8-1, and really, I've gotten to a point now where in 8-1, I can do it only 1/2 second faster. Like my fastest 8-1 is a 1/2 second faster than doing it with the P-wing. So, and I just haven't actually done any warpless runs yet where I didn't save the P-wing for 8-1 because I switched to no wrong warp about a month ago and haven't actually done a warpless run. This is my first completed warpless run in a month, actually. So I was just like, well, I better not adopt a new strat and not have that P-wing when I'm in World 8. So I saved it.
Interesting. Also, let's talk about like well, if you watch back like the race, I have to warn you, like be sure you have your headphones like with a lower volume when you enter 7.3 because it was a surprising moment for me. So I tend to almost like scream a little. See like an unfortunate death like in 7.3.
The Goomba. I just didn't get out of the way in time. And I actually what happened was I didn't mean to hit that coin block, but 7.3 has been giving me issues off and on. But I'm actually quite familiar with playing through that level casually because it was a level I kind of put off learning. But yeah, once I screwed up the very first jump and did a little bit of a turn back, and then it was just a cascading effect of cascading mistakes until I eventually lost P speed, and then I missed that one jump and I didn't have time to get out from under that Goomba, and poor little Mario got squished, and and then I got to do it again, and you guys got to see that I can actually make it through there. I just need to not get
7.3 is never free in races. Like no, you don't have to like feel bad about it. Like I'm pretty positive that all of us like that being like running this game like for for a long time, we all had like our moments where we die in 7.3, and that's when you say like, oh boy. Like that's when you pretty much start feeling like the game wants to put some sort of a statement as well, like to like I'm not a free level, like I still have my difficulty on.
Yeah, yes. But that wound up being my only death, so I wish I hadn't died there. I wish I would have known which bro was which when I was in World 4, because I think I could have probably skipped Star Bro, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's like
yeah, you can get an idea of which Hammer Bro has which items, but depending on how they're facing as soon as the overworld music starts. So the star is always the one that faces left at the beginning.
It's always good to to keep track about it. Like I like to go like with the rule of left and right are going to be looking like the star bros in both World 4 and World 6. So you gotta first it's the left and then it's the right one. So yeah. Or at least that's the way I tend to do it. But yeah, like overall, it was a very very nice race from both of you guys. Czikubi with the awesome like 50 pace, like maintaining like that awesome pace, like up to world by the end of World 6, I want to say, because wall jump sucks. and Muda, like you did an amazing performance overall in terms of you wanted to play like as careful and as safe and comfortable that you were like with the game. So you guys put out like a very nice and entertaining like a race overall. So any final thoughts that you guys might have?
Oh, thank you, GG. I was glad to get this one done in week 1 and have this be the first race out of the way, because I needed a de-rust, and I kind of came into this one knowing that there probably wasn't going to be any amount of things that could happen to yeah. I'm just happy to have a 1 death run.
Yeah, and we've been really happy to have you as well. I do believe this is your first tournament as well, isn't it, Shadow?
Yep. This is the first SMB3 tournament that I've hopped into.
Yeah, it's always exciting to have new runners join these events, and we are happy we're hoping you'll be able to join us for others moving forward, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye out on your future matches as well. I do believe you have 4 other opponents coming up in the group stage.
Yeah, at least 3 more. We have was it Marstos, Icebox, I think, or I can't actually.
Yeah, Iceball, Macobra, and Marsto.
Yeah, Macobra is the other. Yeah.
Well, we wish you the best of luck on that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, GG again.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, GG again to both of our runners. Big thank you again to Icarus for joining me on commentary. Big thank you to all of the volunteers who have participated for this tournament so far. Huge thank you to Narfman for organizing this event and SpeedGaming for hosting us. And I'm Teeks88 with Icarus. And we hope you have a good night and join us tomorrow morning for more action.
You want to miss it out. So have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.
Take care, everyone.